Now the 10th house. The 10th house in your chart is at the very top. And the 10th house is about your calling in life, your contribution back to the world. The 10th house corresponds to the sign of Capricorn and the key words I use. And we're back in the element of earth again. Capricorn in astrology is the great realist. Capricorn looks at life, the world, people, the way it really is, and says, how can I be of use? How can I use this practically, and how can I be of use? So the power you have that's contained in the 10th house of your chart is the power you have to contribute something back, something that can be of use to the world around you. And remember, the 10th house has a strong connection to the foundation of your chart, the 4th house, which is when you know how to take care of yourself and be good to yourself, then your contribution through the 10th house comes from a true place of caring and wanting to give. So your calling in life, your contribution back to the world, this is the power you have in your 10th house. Now the 11th house. The 11th house contains the power you have to hope. We all know the famous words in Dante's masterpiece, Over the Gates of Hell. The words are, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. As long as you have hope, no matter how bad it looks, you can always see that light. Now the 11th house corresponds to the sign of Aquarius, and the key words, I know. And this is the last house that contains the element of air. So your hopes, wishes, dreams for the future. The hope that moves you forward into the future. The ideas, the concepts that you have for your hopes for the future. This is the power you have that's contained in the 11th house. Now the 12th house, the last house in our astrology chart. The 12th house contains the power of your inner world, your inner spirituality, the power of prayer, the power of meditation, the power you have to feel connected to the one soul, the soul of the universe. The 12th house corresponds to the sign of Pisces and the key words, I believe. And this is the element of water, the magic and mystery of water. The magic is everywhere. It's all around you. All you have to do is see it. So this is the power you have that's contained in the 12th house. Now, your dreams, your imagination, your visions, your fantasies, the little synchronicities that happen all the time in life, this is the power that's contained in the 12th house in your chart. So, the 12 containers, the 12 vessels that hold your power, the 1st, 5th, and 9th, the fire houses, the houses of confidence, self-esteem. So the light of your presence is the 1st house. The illumination of your heart, courage, is the 5th house. And faith, confidence in God, is the 9th house. The earth houses, the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. Earth is hard work, substance, patience, endurance. So the 2nd house, your natural talents and abilities. The 6th house, the power you have to perfect your talents, to work with your talents. And then the 10th house, the power you have to share those talents, to give them back to the world around you. The air houses, the 3rd, 7th, and 11th. The 3rd house is your mind, the way you think, the way you communicate, your mental attitude. The 7th house is the way we think, us, fairness, balance. And the 11th house, the power of hope, moving towards the future, the goals for the future, and not just for yourself, but the group, humanity. Aquarius is brotherhood, sisterhood. And then the 3 water houses, the foundation, the 4th house, which is Cancer. Be good to yourself, take care of yourself, nurture yourself. The 8th house, the sharing of power, passion, that strong desire, that emotional desire to merge, and the transformation that comes from that. And the 12th house, the power of your spirituality, the power of magic and believing. So I guess we can wrap up now. Those are the 12 houses in your astrology chart. And before we close, one thing, when you're working with the 12 houses in your chart, one thing you can ask yourself is, where do you find yourself focusing most of your time and energy? Are you always in the 7th house of relationship? Once in a while, you might want to put some focus into the 2nd house and develop your talents and abilities. Or are you in the 6th house a lot of the time? The same habits, the same routine. You might want to visit the 12th house once in a while and let yourself daydream, let your imagination take flight. Again, that's highlighted for us this year with the South Node in Virgo and the North Node in Pisces. So again, in closing the show, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.